With Orton being crowned the new champion, shouldn't there be a special high authority figure to continue his celebration, his wise words, just for a little bit? Get Vince McMahon involved. Maybe they're going to leave that till WrestleMania, but Vince McMahon did make a disappearance from wrestling after being photographed and shown towards the end of the last pay-per-view. Vince McMahon thought he'd make an appearance on this Monday Night Raw review from the British Fist. What's up? Even though the Authority wished us a Merry Christmas, we found out that Orton has the night off and that Kane's still a sideline character with nothing to do. I felt the opener wasn't necessary and we could have gone straight to the first match, even though it was that Divas match which gave us Natalya becoming the possible challenger to continue to face AJ Lee for her Divas Championship and probably finally win it. But isn't it sad that AJ Lee, the diva who's gone through different phases in her career, even though a lot of her character stayed the same, she's almost the longest reigning champion, and she's defeated pretty much all the divas they've got right now, and how much of us care about that fact or about AJ Lee right now? And it also shows that the commentary don't really care, because they got Summer Rae mixed up with Rosa, that little botch they made during the match. You know, the Divas division, I've said this each and every week, and I feel I'm going to continue saying this, is not as hot as it used to be or as it should be. And I feel that comes down to lack of concentration on the Divas division and each diva individually. And in this week's edition of Raw, Curtis Axel and Ryback weren't teaming together to prove that they could possibly have a chance of doing something relevant in the WWE, which could be chase for the tag team championships, but instead they were in individual single matches. We had Sin Cara defeating Curtis Axel. Poor Curtis Axel, a character who was once up there with the greats of CM Punk and John Cena, is now losing to characters like Sin Cara. These wins that Sin Cara's getting over Alberto Del Rio, a ex-World Heavyweight Champion, Curtis Axel, are they trying to rebuild Sin Cara up to be up there as a wrestler they can hopefully use in a positive way that they were hoping to do back when he first came in, giving us the impression that a Sin Cara Rey Mysterio feud could eventually happen? If so, good luck, Sin Cara. Then we had Ryback defeating Kofi Kingston. But the question is, how many of you actually care about that match? With the hints last week that Daniel Bryan could be moving back up to the main event scene, what does this mean for the Wyatt family feud? Because right now, the Wyatts using Daniel Bryan to almost bring him into the Wyatt family, make him one of them, mold him in a way that they want him to be. That interests me. But with Daniel Bryan and the feeling that fans, John Cena's storyline, want to push him back to the main event scene, are they going to end up killing this Daniel Bryan Bray Wyatt feud sooner than later? Or are the WWE going to book Daniel Bryan to join the Wyatt family and for the Wyatt family to see if they can help Daniel Bryan stay up in the main event scene and possibly champion for the long run? Because I'm not going to lie, the Bray Wyatt thing is really interesting me. Each and every week, the Wyatts win, lose, their promo work against Bryan. It's all building up to something that could be really interesting for the build of the Wyatt family, especially if they move on to other wrestlers following Daniel Bryan. And even though we had the Wyatt family defeating Daniel Bryan and the Rhodes brothers, I look at this match and think, Cody Rhodes, it's good to see him on TV involved in a good way. Goldust is still being booked as this, extra strong man that's better than how he used to be. Daniel Bryan with the Wyatt family. So I'd say this part of Raw, this match, was very nicely done for all the wrestlers involved. The on a pole match should just stop. I believe that instead of using on a pole match, the WWE could provide more entertainment, more interest, and more spots in a match if it was a ladder match. Just picture Fandango! Hope I pronounced your name correctly. And Dolph Ziggler in a ladder match. This match could have had better spots, a lot more interest like I said, and I feel these two could work a ladder match. But in the end, Fandango defeated Dolph Ziggler and become the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. Not a real match I'm caring about or interested in, because I feel that Langston is going to be the ultimate winner. But when you look at it, I feel that the mid-card championships should be put together as one, just so the feuds, the build-up, the #1 contenderships could be a lot more varied and mixtured, and probably had more wrestlers than just one-on-one. But that was this match, this gimmick match, and Fandango is the #1 contender. Usos and the Las Matadores were the two correct tag teams to win their matches on Raw. Taking nothing away from the primetime players, I believe that they've been there a while and deserve something more to give them the championship, the tag team championships. But after Darren Young's little botch, even though the commentators and Titus O'Neil made it work, it wasn't a very good thing to see, but it was funny. And the Real Americans, if it weren't for Zeb Coulter's epic promos, Santa being a legal immigrant, that was hilariously funny, and the big swing from Antonio Cesaro, the Real Americans would just fail, even though them winning matches keeps going up a little bit and then just drops. I believe if you take Titus O'Neil and Antonio Cesaro out of their individual tag teams, you've got two wrestlers who could benefit being on their own more than the tag team they're in. Out of these four teams though, who should be the #1 contender? The Usos, or the Las Matadores, the Wyatt family, or Ryback and Axel? It wouldn't be a Christmassy special if there wasn't the appearance of Santa Claus. And on this show, we got the two faces of Santa. The good Santa, Mark Henry, the bad Santa, Damien Sandow. And this had no real story to it. It was just a gimmick match for this special, and Mark Henry defeats Damien Sandow. This match didn't really have much competition to it. You could see signs of Mark Henry winning, and that's what he did. But anyway, good news to you young people out there. Christmas is saved for another year. Yes! Now for the biggest news to come out Monday Night Raw. Not Christmassy special, forget all that. We have the big return in January going into 2014. And that is none other than the animal, the beast, Batista! And I'm very excited for this. I'm just hoping that when he comes in, he be booked strong. He does not get fed to someone to ruin his impactful return. I'm just saying that he should come back. If it is John Cena, Batista should come back and just destroy him, prove that he's back, prove that he came back with a vengeance, and prove that he's still the animal. This is a very good way of hyping up the new year, because I'm sure there are many great fans out there that's looking forward to Batista's return. I'm just hoping he does not have a stupid contract like Brock Lesnar. Talk about Brock Lesnar, they're either building it right back again to probably be fed to Batista, or Batista vs Lesnar. That could be a good feud following the final match between CM Punk and Brock Lesnar. Either way, this has definitely got me excited for how they book Batista. How do you guys feel about the animal Batista returning? Once in a perfect feud. Once enemies making the biggest matches of their career. CM Punk and John Cena teaming side by side with Langston, the Intercontinental Champion, defeat the Shield. But first they have this most cheesy, facey promo where, believe in that. It was really cheesy, and because of that, you felt the power of the faces. The match come. The declining of the power of the Shield was shown in this match. I really believe the WWE should have continued having the Shield look dominant, even if they were to gradually start to lose matches. I just don't really feel the Shield in this match. Roman Reigns, I feel that he's still there each and every week. The other two are trying to keep their power, their names themselves in the company. The mic work from them though, good stuff Shield. But that is the match that we got in the main event. Yes, there was John Cena meant to be getting wrapped up with Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan, but for a Christmassy special, for the build-up of SmackDown, and because of it ending in a happy note, we could push that storyline from last week with the Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton, and John Cena finish to Raw. Forget it for 1 week. This happened this week. Faces win. Woohoo, you're all happy. But people, that was Monday Night Raw, the review from me, NJ, and let me just say this. Have a Merry Christmas, or you're fired!